Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Deadly Gaming, hosted by me, Deadly, aka Scott, aka Deadly Canuck, and all the other monikers that I go by. We are here today in our Minecraft Let's Play. Somehow a pig has fallen into our cow pit. Basically, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant. I have a couple of things to rant about today. While I do a little bit of caving before I do, I'm just going to give our reed farm a little bit of a harvest. Whoop. Did not mean to fall down like that. No particular reason I'm doing this. I just kind of saw that it was long, and I wanted to harvest reeds. Okay, stop asking questions. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of caving. I don't know what cave system we're going to enter. I sort of forget where the first cave system that I dropped down there on the first episode is. So I think that was more that direction. I could be mistaken. I know I did a little bit of brief exploring off camera in that direction. So maybe if we go straight through this forest, we'll find a little cave system. So yeah, couple of things. If you remember, how I was talking about my new skates, sounding like they had a dying cat in them. Yeah, so interesting thing. This past Sunday, you'll be watching this on Friday. So, yeah, this past Sunday I played player again. I played player again on the new skates. I had fixed the blade, the right skate blade that had been given to me from the place of purchase, with the middle part of the groove outside, or the middle part of the blade outside the groove, I should say. I fixed that. Here's a cave, so we'll just mosey on down here, I suppose. Oh, fuck my life. Okay, hold that thought. We have a witch who has poisoned me. God, now she's throwing like weakness get the fuck away from me. Oh my god, potions are harming. Oh god. What a way to start an episode here. You're like healing yourself. Oh, holy crap. Okay. Yeah, slowness and poison. That's well, that's a sign of good things to come, right? I mean, maybe this is a bad idea. Is that a sign from the Minecraft gods that is not the cave for us? I don't know. I was so close to dying there. Yeah, where was I? Is there a ravine here? Jesus Christ, she must have just spawned right under one of the trees. These dark forests, man. Okay. Where was I? Something about, yeah, I played this Sunday, and it was the right skate blade. It was the right skate blade that was supposedly giving me problems because I had looked at my skates. I'm low on food. This might be a terrible idea to go down here with so little food. It was the right skate blade, and I put it back in the groove. Oh geez, nice shot, Scott. I put it back in the groove and tightened everything up. I tightened the bolts on the left skate blade too. And so hypothetically, that was going to fix it, because if there was any explanation for the loud screeching, hissing noise that made everybody on the ice want to die, it would be the fact that the blade is rubbing up against the groove funny, because it was outside of the actual groove in question. And so on Sunday I went, and there was a lot less of the screeching. It happened rarely. But it happened very, very infrequently compared to the last Thursday that I had skated on them, where people probably, like, if PETA was nearby, they would have pressed charges against me for animal cruelty. Oh, getting a little bit of a world rendering lag there. But I just played this morning. I'm filming this on Thursday. I just played this morning, and wouldn't you believe, but they were screeching like all hell. Like I was skating over the tails of 1,000 kittens, and it was coming from both skates. It was coming from both skates. Even the skate that had absolutely nothing wrong. Like, because that was the thing. It was hissing so badly that I was like, okay, maybe the groove of my right skate is damaged because of it. Whoa, Jesus. Okay, getting a little bit of frame lag here because the world here is all new, and my baby little laptop is having struggles, which is another thing I'm gonna rant about once I'm done about this. Yeah, and so I don't know what's going on. Like, did I purchase possessed skates? Like, I really don't know, because like if it was hissing really badly and the hissing sound was only coming from the right skate, it wouldn't be confusing. It would be okay, obviously the ice time that I had where I skated on it when it was outside the groove has like warped something, and that's a problem. Hello, my whole family of zombies here, and that's obviously a problem. We might have found a dungeon. There's just like a ton of zombies here, or maybe it was just a lot of them. Maybe just a lot of them. Oh dear God. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, just a little bit distracted by the things trying to kill me. But it's not like I stopped at the side of the ice there, and I was like, okay, I'd kick out my right leg, and there'd be a screeching sound, and I was like, okay. But then I kicked out my left leg, and the screeching sound was making the exact same sound, with the exact same, blood curdling intensity, that made you want to gouge out your eyes and all of that, and so I'm back to square one. Tomorrow's my sort everything out that's wrong day. And so one of the things I'm going to be doing is bringing the skates back to the shop that I bought them. And, from there, whether we go to a nearby priest who specializes in exorcisms, or do I take my skates to the vet? I don't know. But I guess we'll decide. This is a really weird place for grass to grow. But yeah, so that's my story about my skates, which I have absolutely no idea what the dealio is with that. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. I really hope the same guy that sold me them is there, because then I can also say to him, like, dude, you sharpened my skates, and you didn't notice one of them was outside the groove. But I mean, maybe these are cursed skates, because I mean they were on sale. I got a crazy deal on them. Like, they were like regular $280 skates on sale for $180, on sale for $100. So I got like $180 off, like almost 2/3 off the original price. So I mean, was he withholding information about demonic possession? I don't know. I'll have to talk to legal counsel about that, I suppose. But it's all things to consider, all things to look into. So that's my story about my skates. I mentioned that I'm still recording on a laptop. So let's talk about that. Going back to the beginning. Okay, before I sort of mentioned in passing to you guys on YouTube that, hey, I'm about to turn this into a video game channel, and then proceed to upload a video every single day for 2 weeks of Civilization, following that, out of nowhere announcement. Before that, I had ordered, obviously I'm using this Rode Podcaster microphone. I'd been doing research, and I also did a lot of research into a particular brand of computer, CyberPower. I was, a little bit nervous about doing my own kind of build and having the computer built for me and things like that. So I went with I was looking into the pre-built options, and there was this one on Best Buy and Future Shop. This one particular model of the CyberPower on Best Buy and Future Shop that I had my eye on for quite some time, and I was really just waiting for to save a little bit more money by the end of the month. By the end of February, I was gonna have the money, like, or put aside specifically for that. I didn't want to dip into savings or anything like that, and then replace it. But I was going to have the money to buy this thing by the end of the month. And then all of a sudden, the model I had been watching vanished, like without a trace. Not even all of a sudden, all of a sudden they're out of stock online or anything like that. No, like the actual URL which I had saved came back as like 404 item not found. It didn't turn up in any searches. And that was the same for Best Buy and Future Shop. I mean, they're owned by the same parent company. They have the same suppliers. And ironically, the outlets that I go to, they're also like practically side by side, and they're owned by the same company. So, well, I guess if you own the competition, then you own everything, right? We don't really. They're either going to buy it from you or buy it from you. So I was in a little bit of a panic, because then I was like, oh my God. And I looked, and, sure enough, the CyberPower models in the same price range that popped up and took the place of this particular model were not as good. So I was pissed off, because I was like, okay, now if I'm going to get a computer the same quality, I'm going to have to pay like $200 to $300 more, which I was none too pleased about. But then I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, where the hell else is going to sell a computer like this? And so I checked like the source, and no, they didn't have it. And then I was like, I wonder if Walmart does. And so I checked Walmart. And lo and behold, not only do they sell gaming computers, but there, right in the inventory, right in the search, is that particular model that I had my eye on. And I was like, oh my God, here I don't have technically money saved specifically for that. I have enough money to buy it without question, but I didn't have the money specifically saved by that. But I was like, you know what? It says that they've got 9 in stock. It says that they're going to ship it to me by February 3rd. And I think it was like February 1st or 2nd at that time. So I was really impressed by that. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. So I pulled the trigger. I made the purchase. Got the email right away from PayPal, got the email from Walmart, and then I waited, because the email from Walmart was like, this is not a receipt. You will receive the receipt once we ship it to you. And I was like, okay. So then the following week, I still have not received the email from Walmart that it's been shipped. And so at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a little bit of looking into this, give buddy at Walmart there a call and see what's up with that. So I called them, and I explained my situation to the girl on the phone, and she was like, yeah, that is really odd. Okay, what I'll do for you is I'll put a notice. I'll put a notice so that the issue is going to be escalated, and you should hear back within about 24 hours about what's going on. And so I was like, okay, and I checked the store. It still said that they had 7 in stock. So I was like, okay, or 9 in stock or whatever. And I was like, okay, so really it's just something messed up at the processing plant. They'll sort it out to me and get back to me. I wake up to an email from Walmart, apologizing. Whenever an email starts with an apology, and it's from a company that you've placed an online order with, that's never a good thing in my experience. Never a good thing. And it wasn't a good thing. They said, they were like, we apologize for the inconvenience, but it appears you have made a purchase of something that we do not currently have stock of. And I was like, what? I'm thinking to myself, like, I just checked yesterday and it said you had 9 in stock, and I look on the website and now it's saying it's out of stock. The URL didn't vanish, but now it's saying it's out of stock. And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, we will contact you. We will contact you with further information once stock becomes available. And I was like, what? So I call in Walmart again, and I'm like, okay, what does this mean? And the girl that answers the phone, she's like, oh, okay, well, it's on back order. And I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? Like, how long do back orders take? And then she's like, oh, well, all I really do is answer the calls, and all I can do is, the only expertise I have is what the screen tells me. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I understand that. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'll really water, really. I guess I will. Calm down, Scott. Calm down. I guess water, die. There we go. Oh, there's another stream. I'm an idiot. Okay, I guess I will wait another week and see what happens. And she's like, yeah, that's probably what I do. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So that's what I did. I waited a week, and getting a little bit of rendering lag here. Okay, so I waited a week, and at the end of the week, I still had not received anything that said it was shipping, and I still had not received any news about it becoming in stock, or any news about when it would be in stock. And so, oh, baby villager zombie. Good God, man. Okay. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll check Best Buy, and I'll see what kind of computers they have. And so I was looking at the ones, where I'd be getting a similar product for $200 more. And then I looked, and then for another $200, I got something even better than that, like way better than that. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. I checked Future Shop, and they have that same computer on sale. And that's the Asus computer, which I ordered. First I called in, canceled the shipment with Walmart. Canceled the order with Walmart. Jesus Christ. Okay. And then placed the order with Future Shop. And it got to me, well, they tried to deliver it to me on the Friday last week. So a week ago, if you're watching this on Friday, and I wasn't there, so I had to pick it up on Monday, which kind of sucked. But I pick it up on Monday, and then if you've been watching my Civilization videos, you know that I plugged it in, and it was not sending any kind of image to my monitor. And I plugged it into a different monitor, and I plugged it into 3 different monitors, actually, to the same result. All the monitors were working on other desktops, and so I'm like, well, wouldn't you know it? This one's giving me troubles too. So I call the manufacturer, and I'm on the phone with the manufacturer, and he determines that no, it is indeed a hardware issue and not a stupid customer issue. And once he did that, he's like, okay, you need to call the place of purchase. Unfortunately, I can't really help you with anything. And I was like, okay, that kind of really sucks. So here I was hoping he was going to be like, okay, like, touch these screws and, do this kind of dance, and your computer's going to be fixed. Because, I mean, really now, I'm a believer in anything now that, computers vanish off of the face of the earth, and skates screech. But he didn't do that. He told me to call, and so I was like, okay. I called Future Shop, and the Future Shop guy told me to contact Geek Squad, which I found really odd. I found really odd because I was like, you're telling me to contact Geek Squad, which is basically this computer technician team associated with Best Buy. I know you're owned by the same parent company, but Geek Squad is Best Buy. So I don't know how Geek Squad is going to help me. More importantly, I don't know how Geek Squad is going to help me for free. Because that's what's important. So I call up Geek Squad and I tell the girl on the line, you know, why I'm calling, and I told her the story about the order, and she's like, okay, wait, you placed the order with Future Shop though? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, we're associated with Best Buy. And I'm like, yeah, the guy on the Future Shop line told me to call you. I thought it was odd too. and she just bursts out laughing, and we're both laughing and we're both joking about it. And then she's like, okay, well, luckily for you, I know what I'm talking about. So how about I just do the Future Shop guy's job for him? And I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. That sounded like a spider, but I don't know where it came from. We're kind of out. Oh, there you are. Maybe we'll hop up there afterwards. We're kind of that was a nice little kill. I mean, come on, that was a good kill. We're kind of out of this cave system, so I guess I'll just sort of pop up to where that spider jumped out of and see if that one extends further down. Oh God, this is a terrible idea. Yep, they're gonna kill me. Oh God. Oh my Jesus. Okay. Whoo. Oh God. Hey. Now they're fighting each other. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. Yeah, so she tells me to bring the machine right in to Future Shop and explain the situation, and they'll either give me a refund or they will be able to place a replacement order for me right there, which will be faster than actually calling Future Shop, getting them to send some sort of parcel for me to send the machine back in, etc., which is just a long, convoluted process. And so I was like, okay, thank you. But in the back of my mind, I'm also thinking, yeah, right, if I go into Future Shop, the actual physical store, and I tell them about a problem with a futureshop.ca order, they're going to tell me that I'm on my own. Because the last time I had an issue with a bestbuy.ca order, and I went into Best Buy with my problem, they were like, okay, you need to call the call center and they need to fix it because we're totally not associated with them. So I thought Future Shop was going to treat me the same way, but they didn't actually, to their credit. And none of this is Future Shop's fault because it's a manufacturer issue. They screwed it up at the plant. They were, they're very nice and, very understanding. Didn't question me at all. And, didn't question me at all about me being an idiot type of thing. They just took me at my word and placed the replacement order. And again, to the credit of, the shipping facility and Canada Post, my replacement came 2 days later. And it was funny because this time I was there when the delivery guy came with the package, and he's like, "Oh, you're here." And he's like, did you get the first one? Because obviously, this is a gigantic box, and he's delivering it. Obviously, he's the same guy, and he delivered this gigantic box with this big fancy, picture of a computer, and it's like all gaming and all, whatever. And he's delivering it within 2 days to the exact same house, the exact same box. And so he was confused. And I explained briefly, the first one was kind of broken. So this is the replacement. He's like, wow, it's a quick turnaround. And I agreed with him. But, it had the same issue. It had the exact same issue. It would not send any kind of signal to the monitor. And so I'm like, okay, I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, okay, there's one of two things going on. Number one, I am a moron. And because I am a moron, I am making some kind... Oh, I'm about to get interrupted probably by No, no. Okay, there was just a bad computer noise, and all of a sudden symbols were coming up. Okay, we're okay. Um, Either I'm a moron, and because I'm a moron, I'm making some kind of grave error in my assessment that there's no signal being sent to the monitor, and chances are the first computer that I sent back wasn't broken, or there's a manufacturer issue with this entire batch of computers, and they have totally screwed up the exact same part on these computers. So I did my very best to make sure that it was the latter and not the former. I plugged it into 3 different monitors, no image. I even gave it like half an hour just in case it was like an extreme delay before it actually tries to send an image, and nothing. I plugged it into an HDMI cord, and same story. And I moved everything to a different outlet just in case for some reason that outlet wasn't sending enough power for this particular computer. And again, nothing. So I skipped the 2 hours of being bounced around from this 1-800 number to that 1-800 number, and I just brought it right into the store. And this time I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ask for a refund. And they obliged. Again, very straightforward. Very apologetic. It wasn't their fault. Again, it's not Future Shop's fault. It's ASUS or whoever put the computer together wrong. And so basically, as we stand right now, I'm back to square one again. God does not want me to get a gaming computer, clearly. There's some kind of hex on me right now. I don't even know. Probably ancient voodoo. I'm gonna blame my ex. Yeah. So, but a friend of mine, recently bought a computer from this little Ottawa store where they actually build it for you, and prices seem decent and comparable. And I'm gonna look into warranty when I go there and ask them about warranty and things like that, because that's the only thing that I'm really concerned about. That you're gonna get a pretty straight shoot when you're dealing with warranty, and it's a big company you're dealing with. I'm just concerned about it being a small business and dealing with warranty issues. But as long as that gets sorted out, me and my brother, because my brother is the family haggler, are gonna go tomorrow, which is earlier today since you're watching this Friday and I'm talking about Friday. So we're gonna go, and hopefully by the time you're watching this, I will have at least made the purchase if the computer's not done being built, or potentially I'm even trying out my new computer at this time. But from experience, I've become pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Reserved, skeptical. There we go, skeptical. I'm pretty skeptical, but here's hoping. I got my hopes up that this time around, third time's a charm. Are we counting the second ASUS to be the third attempt? If so, then four times the charm. Look at that zombie. He knows about me. He's way the hell over there, but he still knows about me. Crazy zombie. Okay. Yeah, so here's hoping, right? So there you go. That's my story for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna post an actual vlog on Saturday. Just because yesterday, as you know, the Civilization series concluded. Bad out of my face. And yeah, so I'll probably post an actual vlog Saturday, just talking about the channel and things like that, and where we're gonna go, and other stuff. And yeah, so that's about it for today, guys. One thing also, I'll give you guys a look at my skin. This is very dangerous, and I'm probably going to die because of it. But yeah, this is Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe's. This is actually a custom skin. I basically looked at a costume online, and I sort of did my own little pixel art of it. That's why it sucks, because I'm a terrible artiste. But yeah, in case you were ever wondering about what my skin is, that's supposed to be a little cobra. Oh! I hear a skeleton. This is bad. Um, yeah, I'm Cobra Commander. Anyways, so there you go. I will see you guys next time.